Okay, let's go. So what do you say to the person who says, well, I don't want to buy a manufactured home because they depreciate?
You know, I hate to say it, that's probably one of the most common misconceptions out there. A manufactured home, I always give this example here, a manufactured home today is going to cost less than it would. It might cost $40,000, even $70,000 less than a stick built exactly right next to it today.
So if you had a 2,000 square foot triple wide and you had a 2,000 square foot stick built home beside it, you're going to be $50,000 less home for home.
If not more than that. But say, for example, for this question, say it's $60,000 less. Okay, in 3 years from now, that exact same home is going to cost more to build, and the stick build is also going to be more, but you're still going to have the same spread, pretty close to the same spread in a lot of cases.
Sure.
You know, so really, does it depreciate? You know, not really.
Especially if they're tied to the land.
Yeah, and if they're tied to the land, it's all combined and everything. In fact, Brad, I'm glad you brought that up, because Palm Harbor actually builds what's called homes that are built to Fannie Mae Mobile Home Advantage program. Okay. And that actually means that the lenders consider that home a stick built, as far as all the loans and the comparables that they do. They compare them with stick builds.
So when the appraiser does the appraisal, they can comp your manufactured home as long as it's this HUD Fannie Mae one. Mm-hmm. And they can compare that to other stick-built homes in the area. They don't have to go look for other manufactured homes.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
So what makes that home different than a standard manufactured home?
Well, the home that fits the guidelines of a Fannie Mae Mobile Home Advantage program means that it actually has to have certain standards. Has to at least have a 412 roof pitch, for example.
That's cool. Okay.
You know, so it's more acceptable.
It's more residential.
Yeah, more residential.
Sure.
It's got to have, you know, the eaves actually has to have a certain length of eaves hanging over. It has to have a porch, a covered porch, which meets a certain square footage. You know, tape and texture throughout, sheetrock, you know, and no vinyl wrap, no wallpaper, nothing funky like that. And the standards of it, all the way down to having to have a outside, after the fact, after the home is delivered, having a sidewalk going from the front door over to the driveway. As simple as that. But it means that the standards have to be, they're held a little higher, and it's more residential, more comparable, and it really makes a difference. Those houses that I build, they have nice tray ceilings. You go inside, it's not like a simple box. You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, I don't want a manufactured home because it's a simple box. You know, there's no dormers and nothing fancy, short sidewalls. That's not the case. You know,
I've seen some of your plans that have 8 and 9 foot. Is there a 10-foot sidewall?
Yeah, the 9.5 foot sidewall. But then whenever you actually add what's called a tower dormer, it actually lifts it up even further.